Hi folks, my name is Casey. I use the pronoun she, her, and I'm so happy because today's class we are in the W. Seymour Conservatory in Wright Park in Tacoma, Washington. And I'm surrounded by over 500 exotic plants. And we are going to begin in a grounding posture, child's pose balasana. So come to your knees. Maybe choose extended child's, bring your knees a little bit wider. And you can lower your forehead to the ground or the mat as you extend your fingertips forward. And if you live in a tight body, feel free to come out of your posture a little bit and you can bring more weight into your forearms. Know that your hands could pillow under your forehead. Just take a little time to connect to your space. Maybe you have the opportunity to practice outdoors. Where we are, I can hear birds. There are a couple of juncos that live in the conservatory. There are kids playing outside. Just really take a moment to connect to where you are at. Feel your breath in this shape. And then slowly start to peel up to tabletop. Come to hands and knees. I invite you to tuck your toes under in tabletop and just start to rock forward and back. And you can really press into your hands, maybe get a stretch through the soles of your feet and let your shoulders cross over your fingertips. So for today's class, it's just going to be a short grounding class. We're going to stay on our mats. The highest we'll get is into a forward fold. And then as you come to stillness in tabletop, inhale, cow pose, drop your belly button down, lift the crown of your head and your tailbone up toward the sky. Exhale, cat pose, draw your navel up, press into your hands and round your upper back. A couple more like that. Inhale, cow pose. Exhale, cat pose. Good. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, tabletop, come to your neutral spine. Exhale, downward facing dog. Tuck your toes under, lift your hips up and back. You can bend your knees, sway your hips side to side. And if you are practicing outside, maybe you aren't on a completely flat surface, and that's okay. Maybe you have a yoga mat, maybe not. It's okay to get your feet, your hands dirty. We'll take a few more breaths here, and a lot of attention can go to our hands and arms. We're asking a lot of them, but also be active in your legs. So if you look at your knees, you start to engage your quads, the front of your thighs, you might see your kneecaps kind of lift up. From here, inhale, shift forward, high plank. And as you shift forward, maybe your knees are lifted, maybe lower your knees to your mat. But look for length in your spine, even in your neck, so try to avoid your head dropping down. And also think of a little cat spine here, a little protraction in your shoulders. Then inhale, shift forward. Exhale, lower through chaturanga all the way to your belly. Take it as slow as you can. Elbows straight back. Land soft. Keep your hands outside your ribs. Point your feet anchored down with the tops of your feet. Inhale, lift your chest. And we'll be here for a little bit, so you could always bring your hands a little wider. That might feel nice to lift up. Maybe even hover your hands away from your mat. And then lower down. Inhale, maybe high cobra this time. You could lift your chest a little bit more. Option even for upward facing dog. Press into the tops of your feet. Engage your legs so much that your thighs hover away from your mat. And then elevate your crown of your head up toward the sky. Inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Roll over your toes, lift your hips up and back, and settle in. We'll take that mini vinyasa. 2 more rounds, slow breath to movement. Inhale, shift forward, high plank. Exhale, chaturanga. This time, maybe pause just halfway. Inhale, lift, cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, shift forward, and this can be done with or without your knees. Exhale, lower halfway or all the way down to the earth. Inhale, lift. Exhale, downward facing dog. Keep your feet glued to your mat and slowly walk your hands to your feet. Find a rag doll or just hang in your forward fold. Bend your knees as much as you need, maybe add a little movement or sway. Option even to interlace your fingertips behind the back of your head. Kind of squeeze your elbows in and tuck your chin slightly. Find a big stretch through the back line of your body. Slowly lower your hands down, walk forward, downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale, tabletop, lower your knees to your mat. Send your left toes to the back of your mat. You could add a little rock forward and back, similar to what we did earlier. From here, lift your left heel to about hip height. Keep your left knee and toes pointed down to your mat. You can stay here or get light in your right hand. Maybe even start to reach your right fingertips forward, bird dog, and really active, like you're extending through your left heel, reaching with your right fingertips. Hold for 3. Back to tabletop, slowly into 1. Lower your right hand and your left knee down. Other side, send your right toes back. Add your rock forward and back. All the while you're breathing, feel connected to the earth, feel the surface beneath your hands, your feet. And then when you find stillness, option to pick up your right heel, hip height, knee and toes point down. Really active, drawing your navel up and in long through your spine. Option to just get light in your left hand or reach your left fingertips forward. Breathe here as you look for length, reaching through your fingertips, through your right heel. Hold for 3. Back to tabletop in 2. 1. Lower your left hand and knee down. Make your way to a comfortable seat, Sukhasana. As you make your way into your comfortable seat, cross-legged, maybe you're sitting on a stool or a bench, bring your hands together at heart center. We will close with one final breath together. Inhale. Exhale. Thank you again. My name is Casey. Please take a moment to subscribe to our channel, or if you already subscribe, you can hit the bell so you get notifications when we upload new videos. If you'd like to support the Seymour Conservatory and you live in or near Tacoma, there's a link in our description box. They are closed to the public currently, but they're doing online or virtual plant sales, so you can find that link there.